Hello. Happy Wednesday. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I'm so glad you're here. Do I have everything in my teeth? Everything good? Hello, folks. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Join. How are you today? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Comment. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you're feeling today. I love this feelings question. So always tell me how you feel. Give me one word feeling that you're feeling right now. What is it? I am feeling, if we're talking about right now, it's frustrated because my cat keeps wanting to pet me without my permission. She's really needy right now. I even gave her snacks before this call and she's not leaving me alone. Comment, let me know. Type a little bit. Let me know how you guys are doing. Can you hear me? Is everything good? I think you can hear me, but I want to make sure. I don't want to just be talking and okay, good. Judy, hello, my dear. She says, can hear you listening from Ohio. So good to see you, my dear. She's in the family. Heather says, yes, we can hear you. I'm watching from Minnesota. It's beautiful today. I'm feeling happy today. That's great news. Sabine, hello from Germany. You feel ready for bed soon. Yep, coming on up, isn't it, for you guys? I'm so glad to hear you. Delesse is here from British Columbia. Melissa, thank you, my dear. Always good to see you on these. Con Marie, hello, my friend. I'm very happy to wake up and see you are live. Yes, you are in Australia. So we've got a bunch of family members here, Eat to Live family members. I love that you guys come out in droves for my live calls. That makes me so happy to see you. Patricia, like I should know how to say that name. That's my mom's name. Patricia says, yes, can hear you from New Jersey. All right. Facebook user says, feeling good, can hear you, working while listening. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Jess, another one of our Eat to Live family members. Hello from Connecticut, feeling good. Adele joined the Eat to Live family in our last launch. She says, hello, Sherry, loving your vlogs and the Eat to Live family. In your January vlogs, I wanted to reach out and hug you. Oh, your vlogs are so raw and super helpful. So Adele is referring to the weight loss vlogs that I have been recording since October. I do a vlog like every other day or more, 15, 30-minute videos every day of concepts that I want you to know that I'm using to lose the weight myself after the birth of my twins last year, which, by the way, is almost a year ago. Their birthday's on June 9th. I cannot believe it. And by the way, one of them is likely to wake up during this live, and if not both of them. So just be patient with me because I might have to go get babies up. I'm home alone today with the babies. The little one is at daycare and I couldn't get a nanny because one of the babies has a cold. So we're just going to figure this out. So Adele is referring to the January vlogs where it was the moment where I was giving up breastfeeding, where I was giving up pumping, and not breastfeeding really. We never really did that very well, only for a month or two, but I was giving up pumping. Things were tough. I was dealing with some postpartum anxiety and stress. Some really intense moments. I'm pretty sure that's what you're referring to, Adele, because January was quite a month for me to make that decision to quit pumping, right? Oof. Suzanne, hello from Austria. Yay, we got an international audience today. I'm so excited. And Jocelyn says, I'm doing the Furman 10 and 20 plan and watched your vlogs on it. Can we eat the same breakfast if we don't like the breakfast on the designated day? I would think so, right? I mean, I didn't make that plan. It's not my plan, but I think it would be fine to substitute with whatever breakfast you like more. I say go for that. And that's so funny because so many people find me that way from the vlogs that I did on that. Sarah, hello. You said your first time, yay, lost 100 pounds with a plant-based diet, wanted to take it up a notch and start Nutritarian this month. Feel incredible. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. It's such a good transition, right? So like people are like, oh, I'm interested in plant-based. I want to know more about it. They go plant-based. They start to really like it. And then they're like, let's take it to the next level with Nutritarian. Melissa, almost a year. How can that be? You know, every time I give my daughter a hug lately, the almost 4-year-old, I'm like, what why are you growing so fast? Like who gave you permission to do this? What is going on? She has a thing now where she has this thing where she's always like, I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's so cute. And I can't believe it. The twins, I actually put them in the bath together for the first time today. It was total chaos, but hilarious. So much fun. It's just crazy. And I've been really having to adjust to, this whole year, like I thought that I would be really good at having twins and working at the same time. And I probably am doing good on the grand scheme of things, but man, some days it's interesting. We'll put it that way. Con Marie says that's real life. All that. Deleste says, I was on Eat to Live Family, stopped getting emails and can no longer sign in. I had no notice what to do. Oh, that's not okay. You should definitely have access. So just email us. We always will help you. You can email me personally, but for sure, email Izzy at support@thewateringmouth.com. I wonder if I can just put that up real quick. If you guys I could do it, I guess. Hold on. So you make sure you've got the right email address, okay? Support@thewateringmouth.com, and we will take care of you immediately. That is not okay. I don't know what happened there. Something went wrong, but you for sure would have access. So continual access as long as everything's going well. Let's see. Sierra says, and I just want to say, thank you for being in the family. I can't wait to welcome you back in as an active member, whatever was going on. You should be able to sign in at any time. You don't need emails or anything like that to do it. And the Eat to Live family is actually an app. I'll show you what it's like. So this is my home screen here on my phone. And this app right here, Mighty Networks, is the app that we use where the Eat to Live family is. And it is this really wonderful, I'm going to kind of put a little window here so you can't see the name so much, but it's a really cool, kind of like Facebook, but, we have these like daily check-ins where we do goal weights and all that kind of stuff. Just lots of different things that we do in here. It's basically like Facebook, only people who want to eat healthy and maybe lose some weight. And, nutritarians perspective, hopefully, or any kind of plant-based eaters that want to eat healthy, distraction free. Like Facebook is so distracting, and this is distraction free. There's no ads or anything like that. And I'll just show you real quick. If you go into the sidebar, there's also, like some live events. I do live coaching calls. That's not all of them. We have more. We just haven't put them up yet. And then the courses is really like the huge area. And we have a quick start program for weight loss and healthy eating. As I was saying, we have my weight loss vlogs there that, and I've been vlogging since October. We have all of our live call replays. We have 5, 9, and 21 day challenges in there. And then you guys, we have the Eat to Live Academy, which is my big, huge 8-week course that teaches you all about how to create the mindset for eating healthy for the rest of your life, etc. So that's the Eat to Live family. But I just wanted to show you a little bit about that since she mentioned it. Oh, and Heather says, it's way better than Facebook. I'm so glad. Yeah. And Adele says, love that you use Mighty Networks. Adele's in the family too. It's so nice. And I just actually did a poll in the group of if they were happy that we were off of Facebook, because usually memberships that you join, they have like a separate Facebook group, and that's where the community was. But I took a leap and said, let's not do Facebook, which everybody does Facebook, but let's be on a different network so we can actually focus. We don't have ads interrupting us all the time, and we can just be together and create this real family atmosphere. And I did a poll, and last time I looked at the poll, there was 50 people or something like that really loved that it was on Mighty Networks, and only 4 that kind of wished it was on Facebook. So I feel like we're doing the right thing here. It's so private. Oh, and Con Marie, thank you for piping up, honey. She says, the family is a game changer, challenges, courses, and support, everything you need to be healthy as well. And I'm so glad to hear that. She's such a wonderful, active member in there. And Heather says the same thing, that she agrees. Thank you, family members. Con Marie says, yes, please, no Facebook. I know. It's rough, right? And then we have this woman who keeps showing up on my lives. She's asking me all these questions. You had twins? Your mom must be so happy to have 2 more grandchildren. I think she is. That's my mom, guys, by the way. Let's see, what else do we have here? So, Deleste says, yeah, who's in the family as well. By the way, 3 years nutritarian, feeling great at 60. So wonderful. I love it. I love that we can have beautiful health and vibrancy and wellness at any age. That's what the nutritarian diet does. And that's what I'm here for. Sierra says, hello from Tulsa. Thanks for all your help and support. You're so welcome. This is a Q&A, of course, so feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to go through some of the questions. Okay, so this is a great question, Sabine. Just finished the free 9-day challenge, but didn't lose as much as I wanted. In your last live show, you said that you have to tweak the recipes to lose more weight. Are the recipes on your cheat sheets for weight loss, or do I have to change them as well? This is just a great question, Sabine, because it's going to vary for everybody. So the majority of people who follow the challenges that we have lose weight. So it sounds like you lost weight, but you just wanted to lose more, and that's fine. And I can hear my daughter waking up. So we got probably about 5 minutes here before I'm going to go grab her. But so it sounds like you did lose weight, which is good news, but you wanted to lose more. So same thing I was talking about in the last live video. It's the ratios that you will need to change for you personally. It's going to vary for everyone, their metabolisms, their levels of activity, their starting weights, that kind of a thing. There's so many factors that will decide how much weight you lose on a plan like this. Yes, the What I Eat in a Day videos are the same as the challenge. So they're interchangeable, you could say. Like, so we have this thing called sets, and you could just interchange those sets from the What I Eat in a Day videos to a challenge and just kind of create your own challenges that way. But if you're not losing as much as you want, and the typical nutritarian weight loss, if you're getting it right for your body type and all those other factors, is about 2 pounds a week, 1 to 2 pounds a week. About 2 pounds is kind of what you're looking for. And so therefore, if you're not losing that fat that fast, then yeah, there's just a few things you can tweak. And you want to reduce the quantities of higher calorie or nutrient foods and increase the quantity of lower calorie, high nutrient foods, so that you maintain the bulk, you maintain, that full feeling, but you have less calories as you do that, right? Less actual volume, or not volume, but just less calories, right? So, and also in that respect, you would also increase your fiber, which is super helpful for satiety and that sort of a thing too. So that's what you will want to do, Sabine. Okay, let's see. Jocelyn says, how do we transition from the 10 and 20 plan into the regular nutritarian way of eating? That's a great question. I'm not sure if you kind of noticed on my 10-20 vlog there on YouTube that I kind of petered out on the 10 and 20 after a while, after about 10 days, which is kind of typical for me when I'm doing challenges. So this is a great question, because people always ask me that after the challenges too, like, oh, you thought of everything for me for however many days, and now I don't know how to keep going. And that's exactly why I created the Eat to Live family, so that we could learn how to do this without someone else telling us what to do, so we could learn how to create our own protocols and our own meal plans and things like that very easily. We can lose the drama about it and all that, right? So how to transition from the 10 and 20 plan into the regular nutritarian way of eating? Well, let me just first say that the 10 and 20 plan is a regular nutritarian way of eating, okay? So consider that. Just find the things that didn't work for you on that plan. Were you too hungry? Were you did you lose weight too quickly? Were there things about it that you didn't like? So figure out what those things are and then solve for that now, right? Now, this is where you get to put your own little hat on, figure out what works for you personally, Jocelyn. So for me, I'm just thinking, for instance, if it was maybe like for me, when I did the 10 and 20, I felt like it wasn't quite enough food. I didn't really always feel satisfied with certain breakfasts. I didn't always feel satisfied with certain meals. So I increased the size of my meals a lot. And I have really, really large meals nowadays. And I did before even too. But so I have really large meals, but it's what I was saying before, where I increase the amount of low calorie, high nutrient foods, and I decrease the amount of high calorie, low nutrient foods. So let me give you an example. On the 10 and 20, one of the meals is I forget what they call it, but it's got a bunch of lentils in it. And then there's another one that has a bunch of chickpeas in it too. I don't typically eat soups like that because they have so many beans. Not that there's anything wrong with eating beans. It's just that calorically, it's pretty dense compared to having a salad of lots of, leafy greens or lots of, say, a water saute with lots of non-starchy cooked vegetables, that kind of thing. So you want to be increasing the amount of those foods in order, and decreasing the amount of beans and things like that, because I also felt I personally, and I think this is true for a lot of folks, but I'm not sure, we feel more satiated when we have more of those foods rather than a smaller amount of a bean-based soup or something like that. It has its place in time, and it's a great thing to eat. Nobody is saying that it's not healthy, because it certainly is a healthy thing to eat. It's just satiety-wise. For instance, a great idea, instead of one of those maybe 2-cup portions or something like that, 3-cup portions of one of those type of very heavy bean soups, you might make a big bed of lettuce, right? Maybe some arugula or some romaine, nice chopped up, as if you were going to have a salad, and then put half the soup on top and make that sort of your dressing, right? We call these hot and cold salads in my world, but it's a really nice way to get still the nutrition and the nice warmth and the comfort, especially if you're, in Australia or New Zealand right now. I think this is your cold season, isn't it? When it feels pretty cold out, it's nice to have something a little more warming, and then you still get the nice bulk of the salads. Okay, so those are things you can do. If you find that you really have trouble sticking to plan because it's more mindset stuff, because maybe you have a little bit of food addiction or things like that, consider the Eat to Live family, because that's what we work on in there, and that's what we figure it out. Okay. Yeah, Melissa says, "Hi, Mom." She's saying hi to my mom, Patty. Oh, Gail, I'm so happy to see you. She says, "Hello, pretty lady. I'm eating my big as my head salad as I watch." I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Con Marie says, "Oh, yes, I just turned 50. Yep." Oh, Con Marie also says, "Your 3-day rolling prep is awesome. That's how I do it." Yeah, you actually mentioned that in the family the other day, too. And I took a screenshot because I wanted to remember that you said that. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit here. Let me just give you sort of a brief overview of what's going on, and I've got a couple, I think 1 or 2 questions that I need to come back to real quick. So I just want to give you guys a brief overview of what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks, so you are prepared. There is a 5-day free Eat to Live challenge going on starting Monday. Okay, today's Wednesday. It starts on Monday the 31st, right? So this is the first time we've ever done this. I don't know if we're going to continue this. We're sort of working through different ways of launching things and doing challenges. And I kind of want to see what works really well overall for our growth goals, trying to get more people doing this kind of stuff, which is why I'm considering doing these free 5-day challenges regularly. I don't really know what we're going to do, but it doesn't really matter, because what we're going to do this month is free 5-day challenge, starting on Monday. So that means you've got a perfect amount of days to get to the store, get your head wrapped around it a little bit. It's only 5 days, no big deal. Get your groceries, prep some foods, and then start with us on Monday. Okay. Let me just, while I'm talking about it, let me just put the link. You will go here. Let me change this a little, because this is a little bit hard to understand. I'm just going to put this link up real quick. thewateringmouth.com/challenge. Okay, go there now. You guys can, if you just sign up there, it will send you the challenge by email right away. Okay, so you'll have it in your inbox right away. So make sure you sign up. So we're going to be starting the 5-day challenge on Monday. You're going to do a 5-day challenge, which is a food plan. It's a recipe plan. So, and I'll tell you a little bit more details about that in a moment. You'll learn how to eat to live in this 5 days. And then we're going to take the weekend off. So it's going to be Monday through Friday as the challenge. It's going to do 5 days of, Eat to Live is kind of like the 10 and 20 kind of a deal. 5 days of Eat to Live eating. And then we're going to take the weekend off. We're all going to chill. And then Monday, the family opens again. Okay. So if you've been interested in this Eat to Live family that we've all been talking about, the family opens again on Monday. We're only going to be open for a few days. You got to get in, because we close it down and then you can't get in. So I can kind of focus on the new folks and get them up to speed. So that's how we're going to do it this time. And I want to see how this goes. We'll kind of see how this goes. But I'm doing something really special, which I'm so excited about. I've never done this before. Okay. During this 5-day challenge, I'm going to go live every single day. All right. And I'm going to teach you how to eat to live as you're doing the food part. And I'm going to teach you the mindset part and the consistency part. And I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to just give you a basic foundation for Eat to Live. Okay. So even the Eat to Live family members, I'm sure you guys will love this one. Just for a little review, a little refresher, even though we talk about this stuff all the time in the family, I'm sure you guys will love it. And we're going to actually be talking about some of the secret techniques that we use in the Eat to Live family. I'm going to give you guys a few little tidbits there of what we do in the Eat to Live family so that you know what it's like when you go into the family and you know what you can expect in there. Okay. So we're going to do a 5-day challenge. I'm going to go live every day at 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Okay. Every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to go live. It's going to be a Q&A session too. So if you have any questions or whatever, I'm going to try to help motivate you and hold you accountable a little bit. And then I'm going to teach you some amazing concepts that will really push you forward. So we're going to do that. And then we take the weekend off, as I said. And then Monday, the 7th is when we open the Eat to Live family. So keep your eye out for that. If you have joined this challenge, you will hear about the family when it opens. But otherwise, another thing you can do is go to here, which is info.thewateringmouth.com/family waitlist, and you can sign up there as well. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. I'm really excited to try this new thing here. And Melissa asks, have I posted the challenge in the family? Yeah, no, I'm doing that literally the minute I get off this call. Well, actually, after I get off this call, I have to go on Instagram to do the same video. I want to go on Instagram to do the same video. So if you guys want to see me over on Instagram, I'm going to do another live video right after this call. And here's the link, Kitty. Kitty asked, please send the link for the free challenge. It is right here. Just go to thewateringmouth.com/challenge. Sign up there and it will be sent to you immediately. Okay. Then you guys can get your grocery shopping done and everything you need to do. Facebook user sent me some hearts. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, and Con Marie says it's cold here, so that's what I do with the hot soup and and also often grilled veggies to eat too as well. Yeah, I like to do a water saute, a nice warm water saute, and throw that up there too. Kitty's interested. I hope you join. Oh, and Melissa says, make my husband listen to you every day. He says he's doing the challenge with you as well. That's wonderful. Make him listen to me. It's going to be so good. I'm going to give you so much information, which most of you in the family already have a handle on much of this, but it's going to be such great review. I can't wait to do it this way. And this is the first time I've ever done live videos during a challenge because 5 days doesn't seem, super overwhelming. I could never do 21 days in a row or anything like that. So I'm really excited to support this one like this. And then, yeah, sorry, I was thinking about something else. Okay. So this is a great question from Lauren here who says, it's hard to find all the foods and recipes where I live. I live on a small island in the Caribbean and have to shop on the main island. When I find foods I have to prep and freeze them. Fresh foods go bad very quickly. Any thoughts? For sure. Okay. First thing I want to say, Lauren, you do not have to use the exact ingredients that we are saying in the challenge. Okay. What I say for our international folks, just like you, and we have members from all over the world in the Eat to Live family too. And this reminds me of one of our family members named Patrice, who lives in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know what it's like to shop where she lives. Maybe it's easier than where you are if you're on a smaller island, but I always think of that when we create these challenges, and I don't often say it, but my advice is, this is actually a good thing. This is actually great practice for you, because being a nutritarian and what we teach in the Eat to Live family is that we should be able to be super flexible with how we're eating. Okay. We should be able to just make up recipes on the fly, and whatever we got in the fridge, we should make a recipe with it and just eat that, right? Like today, for instance, I haven't grocery shopped in a while, and I have a delivery coming of groceries later today, but I had nothing left. So I was like, oh my gosh, I really like to make smoothie and a salad. That's usually what I eat during the day. So I was like, how am I going to make a salad with what I have? How am I going to make a smoothie? I looked in my fridge. It was like super bare compared to what I usually have. And I made a salad. I haven't eaten it yet, but I made a salad, and it looks so awesome to me, but it was like all these things I never would have thought to put them together if it wasn't the only stuff I had. So it's like some green cabbage, it's a whole zucchini, it's half a cucumber, it's a whole apple, and red onion, and I don't know. I think that was it kind of, but I put so much of each in there that I think this flavor combination is going to be so good, but I would have never thought of that before. So my advice to you, Lauren, on a challenge is use this in a positive way to start to wrap your mind around substituting and switching things out. So I want you to think of, and I should make a graphic about this or some kind of a video or something, but like, I want you to think of Eat to Live like someone earlier was asking about switching out meals on the 10 and 20. I want you to think of Eat to Live like this, I don't know, horizontal like thing that we do, like like if you don't want this breakfast, just have this breakfast instead, right? Or if you don't want this lunch, just have this lunch instead. Or we could get more granular and go, if you don't have cabbage, just use kale, right? Or if you don't have cashews, just use pine nuts, right? So you see what I'm saying? What I mean is take something in the same category ish. So for instance, the categories in a salad would be greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, nuts and seeds, probably, right? Those are typically what are in a salad, the G bombs. But let's say you don't have one kind of green, just add another kind of green in, right? Or if it's a cruciferous green, sub it for a different cruciferous green or vegetable, right? Or if you can't find zucchini, but you can find red peppers, use that, right? Like no need to worry so much about the exact things that you're eating. What we're trying to go for is the size. We're trying to go for the bulk and the amount of food that we're eating so that we can get that satiety. We can still create weight loss. But like, for instance, just one little disclaimer is you want them to be similar categories. So like if you can't find beans, don't add nuts and seeds instead, right? Like because those would be very different caloric density categories. So we're going for like caloric density here and nutrient quality in a way. So like a cruciferous for a cruciferous or any bean for any bean, right? And so what you're trying to do, Lauren, is just create the size of food, like the volume of food. Okay. Um, in this, so you say, I'm such a recipe follower, LOL, for sure. I need to learn freestyle. This is exactly my point. The folks of you who really love to do the challenges, you're at a disadvantage in a way. As you feel worried if you go off plan or off recipe, right? But this is the skill that we want to learn because we don't want to get to a day like I had today where I ran out of so many foods and then just be like, well, I can't have, a salad today. Like I was scrounging for stuff in my fridge, right? We want to be flexible in that way because life is messy and life isn't always where we're going to be able to do everything perfectly, right? Um, Melissa says, what's my favorite bean? Any bean will do for sure. Me too. Oh, this is good. Deleste says, I live in Northern Canada and I supplement with freeze dried fruits and vegetables. So helpful if I run out of something for sure. Northern Canada, it's a tough place to source certain things, right? This is an important question I want to just mention here. And I've got to go get my baby up, I think. But Y says, I signed up for the challenge, but never received the email. Check my spam folder and no luck. That's our fault because I actually thought it was turned on, but we didn't actually turn it on, but we just turned it on a half an hour ago. So I'm going to make sure that everyone, after this call, I'm going to make sure that everyone who has signed up will get their materials today. Okay. My baby's crying. I'll be right back. Please be patient. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for your patience. This is little Gracie, and she's a sicko today. And of course, she had a poopy diaper. Oh, we're going to get sneezed all over. And we're going to have boogers. She hates when I wipe her nose because it hurts because she's had so many nose wipes in the last day. Let me just put her pants on real quick and then we'll get back into it. Yeah, what's Mama doing? Please don't grab my microphone. She's eyeing it. I can see. Do you see Gracie? Do you see little Gracie? Yay, boogers, Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca came on. Hello, dear. She's in the Eat to Live family, too. The Eat to Live family is in full effect. I'm so glad to see you guys. Hello, gaming. Nice to see you. Oh, good. So Kitty says, you already received the email and you're printing it now. Perfect. I'm so glad. And then Melissa says, my printer's broken. Print one for me, too. Good luck with that, guys. Oh, Heather is a great testimonial here about the challenges. The challenges have helped me explore new recipes and then choose the recipes that will go into my normal rotation. That's a great thing to say. And also, I think also we was talking about like going back and forth between categories. So it also helps you to see like a rhythm of how to make a salad and things like that. And so you can become more flexible with the ingredients that you use in salads and things like that too. Let me give you a piece of paper to play with. Here you go. All right. So let's see. Oh, Judy. Yeah. Happy to see her. Beautiful Gracie. Yeah. I try not to put them on camera as much as possible, but, oh, and that's another thing I have to say. Disclaimer, next week when I go live, probably going to have some babies on there too, because it's tough to have a nanny when somebody's sick right now nowadays. Cutie patootie. Yeah. Patrice. There's Patrice. I was talking about Patrice from Trinidad and Tobago. So glad to see you, love. Rebecca says, hello, fam. Yeah, we're here, aren't we? Hi from Vancouver Island. Pamela, good to see you. All right, so let's get to some other questions here. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be here for another, what time did I start this? I'll say another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to head off and go over to Instagram. So if you want to do the same video on Instagram with me, we can do that. If she cooperates. And then I just want to mention we are doing the free 5-day challenge starting on Monday. So sign up because we want to see you in there. Okay. Okay, this is a great question, Jolene. I'm so happy to see you again. You show up for the lives. I'm so happy to see you. How often do you weigh yourself? This is a loaded question because I have different advice based on different points in our journey. Okay, so when we're first starting our journey, every single day on purpose. Why? 2 reasons. Number 1, to test your protocol and to see if it's working. Okay, it's data. This is literally just numbers. Only other reason to ever weigh yourself is to check your mindset and see how much you're beating yourself up, right? See how you're doing about everything. See if you're really in a negative space about your weight loss or whatever, because that's something we need to work on. Negative thoughts and feelings beget negative actions. So over time, if we're in a state of negativity constantly, we're going to end up having negative actions, and then we're not going to get to our goals. We're not going to be eating healthfully. Sometimes we can beat ourselves up into submission, but it doesn't last, right? So consistency comes from, yeah, I just picked that piece of paper up with my toes, by the way. I have monkey feet. Consistency comes from learning to be consistently positive. And it doesn't mean that we have to always, bless you. It doesn't mean that we always are perfect and that we're just happy all the time or anything like that. I mean, like, if our brain goes negative, we can redirect it back to positive, and not even necessarily positive, but more like calm and peaceful. And that's what we talk about in the family. That's what we're all trying to sort of work to, is calm, peaceful, and empowered, because those are the feelings that will create positive nutritarian actions in the future, right? Like, we get a bad phone call and we don't go off plan just because we got a bad phone call, right? We learn to deal emotionally with the phone call, and then we still make good choices. That's what we teach in the family, okay? Do I ever cook pasta with a little vegan sauce? Yeah, I do, but bean pasta. So we don't have like wheat pasta in my house because we've just made that transition over the years. Um, and it, regular wheat pasta is a pretty low nutrient food compared to a bean pasta, so that we're always trying to just think higher nutrient when possible. And so we use bean pasta, which is a very nutritious food, but it's also one of those foods that you don't want to replace your beans with, right? You don't want to replace your bean intake. You still want to be eating whole, unprocessed beans. So we look at bean pasta as kind of a limited food, just every once in a while. And for sure, vegan sauce, especially marinara, is a fantastic sauce to use. And then, yes, do I use it as comfort food sometimes? Yeah, I do. But bean pasta, right? Lauren, the link to sign up for the challenge is here. Let me put this up. thewateringmouth.com/challenge. Okay. The challenge is starting on Monday. So go there now. If you put your details in now, you'll get an email right away. Oh, she shouldn't be eating that. You guys, you're supposed to be babysitters here. Come on. Hold on. Oh, we got to get over that little fall. Hold on. Oh. She got mad at me because I took the paper away from her. Let me give her my Apple Watch because that's less expensive. I had to get a special coating on the front of it so it wouldn't get so scratched because it's like crazy scratched. No, I don't know if she may be teething right now. She definitely has a cold, but she just got her 2 front teeth a couple weeks ago. Sorry for the crying, guys. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, I did want to ask you a question if you guys can let me know. Can you see each other's comments in here? I always wondered that. Can you see YouTube comment, like the YouTube commenters? Can you see the Facebook commenters, and Facebook commenters? Can you see the YouTube commenters? Because I can see all of them and I just wonder what you guys see. Okay. A Nutritarian in La La Land says, hey, I made some Nutritarian strawberry jam with date paste and strawberries in my bread machine jam settings. What? That's amazing. I love that. I have made a jam like that before, and also you could add chia seeds or whatever to make it a little thicker. Typically what I've just been doing lately is just using bananas as the jam or as the jelly. It's working like so good. We love it. But yeah, a really good jam is like chia seeds plus a frozen fruit or a fresh fruit or a berry or something and some dates. That's so good. Okay, let me go back to the top here. I think there's a few questions I needed to get to, and then I got to take off in just a few minutes. So, hey, Teresa, I didn't even see you pop in there. So happy to see you. Okay, let me go back. Need motivation. So Kitty, I'll go back to you, Kitty. Need motivation after 2 months and then ate in a restaurant. Oh, the nachos got me. I must get back on track. Any hints on how to do so? Yes, 100%. So first of all, I'm going to tell you something. You have a thought in there, which I know you're just being silly about it, but it is a thought that you actually hold, which is the nachos got me, right? You hold a thought that the nachos actually have power over you and they don't. What made you eat the nachos was your thoughts about the nachos, not the nachos, right? Nachos are neutral. Cupcakes are neutral. Cake is neutral. Pizza is neutral. It's just a inanimate object, just a collection of ingredients put together in a certain way. That's all, it's just like scientific. It's just really boring. Nachos are just nachos, right? It's just like, you took some flour, you put it together with some water, you made a tortilla, you put it in some oil, some salt, whatever. It's just very basic. It's very bland. It's just a food, right? It has actually no power over you. Just like any food that you think does have power over you doesn't. It's what your thoughts do about that food that has power over you, because we say, especially in the Eat to Live family, where sort of basis of our mindset work here is that our thoughts create our feelings and our feelings create our actions. So if our thoughts are, ooh, nachos are irresistible, I love them so much, every time I see them, I got to have them. If that's our thought pattern, our feeling that's going to come out of that is urge and desire. And when we're acting from urge and desire, we eat nachos, right? But what if we had a different thought about nachos? Like, they're super delicious, but I don't really need them. It's fine. And I'm not saying you can have this thought. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, look at the difference, right? I don't really need them. They're not super healthy. I don't feel great after I have them, whatever. If that was your story about nachos, then you'd have a indifferent kind of a feeling about nachos, and then you wouldn't eat the nachos, right? Can you just see the difference between those two different sets of thoughts, right? Your thoughts right now is the nachos got me. They're powerful. They actually have some type of power over you, right? So if we say that our thoughts create our feelings and our feelings create our actions, if we want to take different actions, if we want to get on track, we need different feelings. We need different thoughts. So, Kitty, I invite you to look at what your feelings are about your journey right now. What do you think you would need to feel in order to get back on track? I'll just give you a hint. It's something like calm, peaceful, empowered, okay? Right now, you must be thinking, you must be feeling something more like, which is a very typical thing when you feel like you're off track. You must be feeling something like maybe out of control or stuck or, can't, I don't know, like something's impossible or whatever. You're having some kind of a feeling there, like you're stuck. And your thought is something like, I just can't get back on track right now, right? So if we were to change our thought pattern, we would be able to have a different feeling and create a different action. But guess what? We get to change our thoughts at any moment. And here's how. Like, for example, if it's raining outside and we don't like the rain, we might have a thought that's like, ugh, I hate the rain. And then we feel like that. And then we feel very like down the rest of the day, right? But at any second during the rainstorm, you can go, I don't like rain, but it's fine. I'm not gonna let it affect my day, right? And the feeling comes out of that thought is empowered, is like, oblivious to the rain. Who cares about the rain? It doesn't affect anything. And then the actions are more whatever actions you want, right? So we can choose our thoughts at any moment. So I would like to ask you, why are you choosing the thought that you can't get back on track very easily? And have you ever gotten on track before? How did you do it, right? What were you thinking? Like, I'm just going to get on track right now. I'm going to do this thing, right? It's just a thought. So you get to choose that thought at any moment. That's what we talk about in Eat to Live Family. That's how, and that's what Grace wants to tell you about too. She wants to tell you that too, because she agrees. She can choose her thoughts at any moment as well. And you can too, okay? We dive a lot deeper into this stuff in the Eat to Live Family. We eat, Teresa says, we eat what we think. That's exactly right. Con Marie says, only the YouTube comments. Okay, so I guess if you're on YouTube, you see the YouTube. On Facebook and can only see Facebook. Okay, so you, because this is StreamYard, so StreamYard makes it so I can do YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and I see all the comments come in, so you guys can, don't put it so far down your throat. So you guys can only see whichever comments from whichever network you're on, okay? Yeah, Melissa, for sure. French fries are neutral. They don't seem neutral, right? And they actually create... Oh, she wants to say something too. Hold on, let's see what she has to say. Uh-huh. Yes, and? Oh, Peyton, this is a great thing. I want to respond to this. He or she says, we don't choose all our thoughts. That's literally not how brains work. Actually, we do. So when I say thoughts, I'm gonna explain. Let me give a little qualification here. We get to choose any thought deliberately in any moment. And I think you're... That's a booger. You're probably referring to, subconscious thoughts or something like that. And so the way that I qualify thoughts are subconscious and conscious thoughts, right? So we have lots of different types of thoughts. Some of them are like super automatic, like, hey, do not jump in front of that bus, right? Or watch out, there's a bus coming. That's super automatic. That comes from the more, we could say like primal brain, the more, reptilian, lizard brain, whatever. We have automatic thoughts. We have automatic signals, so to speak. I use the word signals and thoughts interchangeably in this case, that like we could have things that are telling us just about seeking pleasure, avoiding pain, and being efficient. That's the automatic stuff that comes from that part of our brain that's just like, do this thing, right? Now, I'm going to try to find an example here. So, and the way that it sort of works is, when your brain is learning, it learns thoughts repeatedly. So for instance, if I started to eat Doritos, right? Or like, let's say you're eating a food and you haven't eaten it in a long time, right? And you finally see it again and you start eating it again. When you start to eat it again, you start to have thoughts about it again. And so you're in a way learning to eat that food again, and you're telling yourself thoughts about it. Now, what happens is after we repeat a set of thoughts enough, it becomes automatic. It's like brushing your teeth. So we have practiced brushing our teeth for years and years and years, and it suddenly becomes automatic. So it sort of gets relegated to that automatic side of the brain. And then it becomes automatic, right? So, and we're also just hardwired with these signals and these thoughts that are like, don't jump in front of the bus, or, right? It's amazing though. Those thoughts can be called up. They can actually be brought to the surface anytime that we want. So we could look back at a car accident and be like, well, why did I slam on my brakes? Oh, it was an automatic thought, like, watch out, you're in danger, right? There is a little signal, an automatic thought that comes in there that you're not controlling, right? So in a sense, to your point, we don't choose those thoughts for sure. But my point is that we can choose any thought in any moment once we become aware of it, okay? So here's how this relates to weight loss or healthy eating, or literally anything else in your life. Let's say that we have practiced eating Doritos every day for 10 years, and it is now just an automatic pattern, just like we've practiced brushing our teeth. Or here's a better one. Let's say we've practiced brushing our teeth with a regular toothbrush every night, and our dentist tells us, well, an automatic toothbrush is way better, right? Now you have to practice the thought that's, I'm not going to use my regular toothbrush anymore. Now I'm going to use the automatic one, right? Now you got to practice that one, but give yourself a few months and that's going to become automatic too. So with weight loss and healthy eating, the idea, and this is what we talk about in the Eat to Live family, is that sure, we have automatic signals, we have automatic thoughts that come through, but when they influence our behavior, that part is always changeable. That part is always, like, you can always learn it differently. So when we have an automatic behavior of eating Doritos every day, we can reprogram that neural synapse in the brain. Just as we used to choose one toothbrush and now we're choosing another one, we can reprogram that neural synapse. We can reprogram that, that thought in the brain actually. But in order to do that, we must become aware of our thoughts first. So how it relates to weight loss and healthy eating is, let's say we have conditioned ourselves habitually by the media, just by our actions, by many different things, to eat a certain set of meals every day. A really great example is when people think that they can't have a savory breakfast in the morning. Like, oh, I just couldn't have, for instance, I couldn't eat soup for breakfast, right? I just can't do it. Like, I could never do that. That's a thought in your head. I'm so used to having something sweeter, like a smoothie or oatmeal or a croissant or a muffin or something like that, right? It's a pattern. It's a thought that we have automatically, but it's not true. And we get to choose a different one. I'm going way over here, but this is a really good point, I think. So what we want to do, the way out of this thought pattern, but the interesting part is that, like, it's not a true thought that you can't have that you can't have savory things for breakfast, because ask anyone in Japan, right? Or ask anyone in Sweden what they eat for breakfast, or Hungary. It's always savory stuff, right? It's because they've programmed themselves over time to think that that's normal. But just because it's automatic to think that doesn't mean that we can't change it. So then the technique that we talk about in the Eat to Live, I think she's just dropping it because she likes to watch it drop now. But the technique that we talk about in the Eat to Live family is that any of these automatic thoughts that we have can be reprogrammed. They can be changed. So we don't need to change ones like don't step out in front of us. So let those be automatic, right? But the ones that we do want to change are, I need to eat things that are going to support my health and weight loss in the future. And so we talk about this in Eat to Live family. I give you a step-by-step plan called the PAL system, which shows you exactly how to do that. Step number one is to sort of become aware of your thoughts and even know what you're first. And when we become aware of it, that's when we can start to choose our thoughts deliberately in any moment. Same as with the rain example, right? When the weather's really rainy, we get to just stop, notice that we're being really down about the rain, and we can change that at any moment. Okay. So that's my thought. Oh, here's one. Yeah. Melissa says the thought, I need something sweet after dinner, that can be changed 100%. And that's the work that we do. Okay. Let's see. That's totally fine if you agree with that. If you don't agree with that, this is a method for us to be able to change our thoughts and to become empowered. That's what we're trying to do. So in the Eat to Live family, we try to become empowered about our food and weight loss journey, because most folks in the family, they're trying to lose weight. And when we have stories in our brain, when we have automatic stories in our brain of, I can't lose weight, I can never get this right, this doesn't work for me, this lifestyle doesn't work with me, we can change any of that stuff, right? And that's what I'm trying to do, is get folks to become empowered, right? I want you to become calm, peaceful, empowered, instead of feeling out of control, instead of feeling like it's automatic and you can't change it. I want you to think, oh my gosh, no, I can change anything I want at any moment. So feel free to disagree, but I respectfully disagree the other way. Patricia says, great explanation on how thoughts become automatic and seemingly uncontrollable. I now understand why at 1 a.m., if I wake up, I quietly go to the pantry for a snack because I started doing this habit. That's exactly it. It's just, food is not biologically necessary at 1 a.m. It's just a pattern, right? And we can change that. I got to find something else to play with real quick. I got to go in a sec. Okay. So let's see. Peyton says, I appreciate you breaking it down that way, and I agree with the concept of long-term change. However, saying you could choose your thoughts is minimizing to the very difficult path of long-term change. No, I got to disagree real quick, because it's not minimizing. I'm going to be the first to say that it's difficult. I didn't say it was easy. I said it's possible. If no one ever tells you it's possible, you'll never know that you could even change anything, right? So I didn't minimize, and I didn't say it was easy. I said it's possible. You can change your thoughts at any moment. So I want you to know, first of all, that it's possible. And then I want you to do the work of trying to wrap your brain around how that might be possible for you, how it might look in the future, and how you might reach any goal you want through this work. And you'll see in the Eat to Live family, if you were to join, you would notice people going through the ringer on this, trying to reprogram their brains. And that's what we learned to do, is that we can reprogram it for anything, but it isn't easy. And that's exactly why I created the family in the way I did. And that's why I call it the family, so that we're there to support each other through the trials of doing this, because it's not easy. It is simple, but it's not easy. Anything that's automatic takes a while. You're literally reprogramming neurons and neural pathways in your brain. That's not easy, but it is something that you can do. And I'm not here to tell you how hard it is. That's not useful. I'm happy to tell you that it's difficult. And if you join the family, you can see my vlog series where I'm going through my own weight loss journey right now. And you can see exactly how difficult it is for me to go from the patterns I created while I was pregnant to now, a year later, being down only 20 pounds instead of, say, 40 pounds. But I want you to know that it's possible. And I want you to know that you, every single one of you, have the ability to do this. And that's what I'm here for, is to show you. Okay. So let's see. Jeanette says, you can definitely change your bad habits. I totally agree. So let's see. Oh, Teresa says, my beliefs about thoughts has not worked out well for me. New thoughts, letting go of your beliefs and attempting a new way of thinking results in change. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Lori, so happy to see you, dear. Barb, you're so sweet. Thank you. I think I need to go now. Oh, here's Patrice chiming in. It's certainly not easy, LOL, but it is possible. And the fact that it's possible gives us hope and the willingness to keep trying. If not that, then what else? That's my point, is when you hold on to the idea that it's difficult, right? Okay, so let me just give you the model here. When you hold on to the idea that this is really difficult, it creates a feeling of futility, right? Can you see how that would create, when you think like, oh, this is so difficult, it takes so long, that thought creates a feeling of futility, and that makes your process even harder. But when we come from a place of, yeah, it's hard, but it's possible, and I know I can do it myself, that creates a feeling of confidence and empowerment. And that's what I want you to operate from, okay? Con Marie says, the way you teach it so works. You can train your brain. I'm glad to hear from the family members here. This one, Rory, I'm sorry. How can I boost up my testosterone? I don't know the answer to that one, and I'm not a medical professional. I apologize. So I don't have information on that one. Yeah. John lost tons of weight on this lifestyle. He says, I used to eat off and on all night. I never eat 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. now. I set to go and stuck with it. Yep. Now it's easy. That's exactly right. No, Roy, this is not just for women. It's for men as well. We have family members that are men as well. I just don't know much about testosterone. I just know more about the application of the food stuff and the mindset stuff, but I'm not a medical professional, so I can't help with that particular issue. All right. I think I have to head over to Instagram now because this is going a lot longer, like always, as I thought it was going to. Well, Pamela says, there's something I can do to allow Facebook and YouTube to show up on the video. You don't know how you did it, but you've seen others do it. Okay. I'm gonna have to try to figure that out because I'm a newbie to StreamYard, and I don't know how to do that. Okay, let's see. I know that there's other questions, but I think I missed some of them from especially earlier in the video. Let's see. Gracie. Yeah, this one, same answers I gave before about the red lentil pasta. I think those are fantastic foods, and Dr. Furman actually has them rated nutritionally as the same as eating beans, but he has also said in other places that they are more processed. So you don't want to replace your bean intake. This would be an additional food that you would eat, okay? Oh my goodness, all the sneezing. Bless you. Bless you. I think I might kind of almost gotten everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's about it. There might have been a couple more that I missed, but I know, Patrice, it's really tough to keep because I need the cord by me. It's hard to keep it out. Yes, we are vegan, Roy. So my channel is based on the Eat to Live lifestyle, which is a high nutrient, whole foods, plant-based diet. And it's based on the book Eat to Live. So feel free to get some more information there. And then I show you exactly how to do that. So let me just give you the last things I want to say here. We are doing another our first ever 5-day free Eat to Live challenge starting on Monday. Today's Wednesday. It starts on Monday, May 31st, which is Memorial Day in the United States. It's going to go from Monday to Friday. It's going to be, if you sign up for it right now here, let me just put the web address there. If you sign up for it, which is thewateringmouth.com/challenge, if you were to go sign up right now, you'll get the challenge immediately. We'll send it to you right away. It's recipes, meal plans, grocery lists for 5 days of this particular style of eating, this nutritarian style of eating. And there's also a Facebook group where a bunch of people are going to be doing it all together. We've been running challenges like this for over 2 years now. We have really, really great results with weight loss and consistency and learning how to eat to live. This is really going to show you a very good rhythm of how to eat to live, as well as we're going to be showing you our rolling prep method, our sets method. See, Patrice, like, what the heck? I'm going to be showing you so many things about how we do to sort of stay successful on this lifestyle in this 5-day challenge. But something new that I'm doing, which I've never done before, is do the 5-day challenge with me going live every day. Now I got to give you I have to give you a disclaimer because it might be like this. I'm going to do my best, but since she's sick, I bet the other daughters are going to get sick too, and then they'll have to stay home. So I'm going to do the best I can. But at 3:30 p.m. Pacific, every day of that challenge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day, Monday through Friday, I'm going to go live. I'm going to answer questions, hopefully give you some motivation. I'm going to what I'm going to be doing is kind of teaching you. It's going to kind of be like a little bit, we're going to go in depth on some of the concepts that we use in the challenges, as well as some of the concepts that we do in the Eat to Live family. So you could consider it like the challenges that we do are for the food part. And then the mindset part, which we were talking about before, is in the Eat to Live family. I teach you all that there. We have a simple step-by-step process. This is funny. Yeah, this is true. Melissa, keeping Gracie entertained, difficult, but not impossible. Like your thoughts. That's exactly right. This is a pretty interesting thing. Jess, is the 5-day challenge posted in the family yet? No, I'm going to do that after these calls. Okay. And actually, this is what we're going to do, Jess. So you might as well just go and sign up for it, because I'm going to have everyone in the family go sign up for it so I can see how many people signed up in general. And then when the challenge is over on Friday, then I'm going to, then I'm going to put the, oh my goodness. Can you still hear me? Crap. Then I'm going to put the actual challenge materials up in the family so you can download it anytime you want, real easy. But this way, if you guys just go sign up for it real quick, I can see who signed up and see how many people in the family sign up for it and things like that. Okay. Yeah. Rory says, I'm not on Facebook because that platform is annoying. I know. Agreed. That's why we have the Eat to Live family on a different platform called Mighty Network, so we can be off of Facebook. Let me give you the banner again real quick. Patrice, can you see my struggle? I'm trying here, lady. So the wateringmouth.com/challenge, go there, sign up. You'll get the challenge immediately. Then take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, go grocery shopping. We have grocery lists for you. We're going to tell you everything you need. Prep a little bit Saturday, Sunday, and then the challenge starts on Monday. We're going to just do the food part all together. You can join the High Nutrient Lifestyle group on there if you want to have some extra support and motivation. And that's where I'm going to be going live from too. I think I'm just going to use StreamYard actually, but I'm going to be going live like normal at 3:30 p.m. Pacific every day of the challenge. Then we do the challenge for 5 days and then take the weekend off. And then Monday, the 7th, is when I open the Eat to Live family again. Okay. So you have an opportunity to get into the Eat to Live family again, but not until the Monday after the challenge. June 7th, would love to see you in there. It is a phenomenal group with, I'm just going to say, like, the most amazing people on the internet. I have really picked and choose. You guys have self-selected into the most amazing, supportive, loving family on the internet. And I'm so proud and always so happy to go in there every day and coach and help and teach and watch you all make these amazing transformations. The folks who originally started on the family are having such great results. And it's just so wonderful to see the mindsets changing. Yeah, Adele, sending healing vibes to Gracie. Thank you. I hope she gets well soon. And I also hope the other girls don't get sick either. Nicole, this challenge is free, totally free. 5-day Eat to Live challenge. Kitty says, looking forward to the challenge on the live Facebooks. Me too. Thank you, Kitty, so much. And the family, will talk about all that when we open the family. So just wait till Monday the 7th and all the details will be available on that page. You'll be able to hear all about everything you need to know, what's included and how to get in on it come June 7th. Okay, so we're going to do the challenge for 5 days, take the weekend off, and then we're opening the family on Monday. Okay, guys, I'm going to just leave this banner right here real quick, wateringmouth.com/challenge. Go sign up, and I would love to see you in there. We're going to do these live videos. You can ask any questions and I'll be there to support you the whole time. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This was my biggest live video I've ever done. It's so nice to see you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. I hope, Miles, I'm so happy to see you, that the little one feels better soon too. Thank you. You're so welcome, Nicole. And I'm so happy to see you guys. Thanks for spending time. I'll see you soon. Bye. See you in the challenge. You're welcome, Lauren.